What's up, everybody? We're back. Second stream of the day. It is still raining outside, so I may have connection issues. We'll see. It's not pouring down rain anymore. It's just a nice, steady deluge, which fits in with the water theme of what we're about to play, which is Voyagers of Nera. Get my keyboard set up here. If you missed the previous playthrough of this, this dropped in early access, I want to say in September, and I did an initial playthrough of this game when it first came out. Shout out to Treehouse Games for the key. So this is an early access. I did a first impressions, broke those down into episodes. There's like 12 episodes on a playlist over on YouTube. Had a lot of fun with it. It's a crafting survival, but like with I've heard people say a Polynesian twist. I don't know what would be the correct way to define that. There's surfboards, there's boats. They just did a big quality of life patch today, which did a few things. One, most importantly for me, is they added a whole bunch of new controller support. It's not perfect. I have jumped on and done some testing, but it is working much better now with the Xbox controller. Previously they were using Steam inputs, and now they've gotten rid of that and it's native support now. So it's working much better. And they've added a solo boat, so you no longer need... well, the original boat, you could do it solo, but you needed a couple of people to do it properly. So they've improved that. There's been a whole bunch of other improvements, like a toggle for the sprint. They took the feedback from the initial launch to heart, and they worked their asses off, and they delivered a patch that is just chock full of changes based on feedback to the initial early access. So kudos to them, to the guys and girls over at Treehouse for kicking ass and taking names on that front and getting this update pushed out. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be jumping in from scratch. I deleted my original world. We're going to be starting another world from scratch. We're going to start from scratch to go see all the new changes that have been implemented, all the quality of life stuff that's been added, and explore some more. And this time around, when I played this originally in September, September was our biggest month of the year with like 9 new releases. I did not have the chance to really do, a super deep dive. Like I said, I think we did 12 or 15 hours. This time around, I've got more time, so I'm going to be giving some more time to this over the course of November. So stick around. I think they've got another update coming up in December as well, and I think they mentioned another Twitch drop campaign in December as well. So stay tuned for all that stuff. If you're not in their Discord, get in their Discord. All that good stuff. Let's confirm my world, max players 1, because I don't want to do multiplayer world. Start from scratch. What's up, Deeks? This will go on the original playlist, but this is going to be a completely from scratch playthrough. I'm going to use mouse and keyboard for the character creation because they still don't have the controller support. Is not perfect, but it has been much improved from the testing I was doing earlier today. But that's going to be mostly what you get. So really what they've done is now we do have cursor support with the controller, so you can move this around and do it this way. LK13 says, good afternoon. I got my Renfail mug delivered today. Awesome, LK. Thank you so much for picking up some Renfail merch. Which mug did you get? We're going to go with my old man with the bandana again. Gotta give him a beard. Tattoos? Why not? Purple. Oh, that doesn't show up quite well. Blue? What a white. Ooh, the white markings look really cool. Oh, there's body tattoos as well. Ooh, I like that right there. Hell yeah. Once a sanctuary, this world is now a ruin. The spirits that kept its balance are scattered and silent. Seek the constructs and the glyphs they protect. Reforge the elders and restore peace to the spirits of this realm. Alright! Echo Awaken. Looking forward to getting back into this. I had a lot of fun when I played it the first time. So I know one of the things I noticed immediately. So the first time we played, one of my nitpicks was that you had to hold down the left thumb stick when you were running to keep the sprint on. Now it's toggled. So now he just runs until he runs out of energy. And then it drops out and you'll go back to normal running. And then you could just click it again to toggle the auto run. That's a huge improvement for thumb fatigue. So that's awesome. Alright, all these controls look good. Okay. LB, RB. Got that. We've got actual layout now with the... We can do build mode now. Oh, this is much improved. Yeah, buddy. Okay. I'm still probably going to want to do building with the mouse and keyboard, but I do that in every game I play. Alright, so we can get out of the build menu. Like so. I'm betting the map still needs to be opened up via the M key. It looks like they don't, so like I said, it's not, they haven't added 100% controller support, but believe me, this is much improved from the first time. So we actually have native controller support now, which is great, but they're still lacking a few things. Like we can't toggle between the tops with anything with any of the buttons, but you can use the mouse, you can use the left thumbstick to use the cursor to get to the inventory, the knowledge tree that way. Much improved. Okay. Find a way out of the chamber. First thing we need to do is we need to interact. A voice fills your mind. Echo, child of our boundless mana. You are not bound by flesh, but by purpose. You carry what we could not. Hope. Across the broken seas of this realm, the spirits cry out. They are scattered, hunted, fading. The elder spirits, once mighty, are now fractured. The sanctuaries we once built now lie in ruin, and the deep grows stronger with every passing tide. Cross the vast oceans of this realm, restore what has fallen, mend what time has torn. In you our hope endures. Yeah, Jay, like they've done, compared to the first build, the new control, like they have added so much more controller support, so it's thumbs up from me all across the board. Candy Fez says just download the game, gonna watch you play first. It's a lot of fun. We're gonna head on up. Look at the glowing tattoos. That is so cool. Look at this. I am still like the visuals in this game. Oh, see, now they have controller UI as well. Guy, Treehouse, you guys rock. This is a huge improvement from the first time. So we actually even have now, it shows both. It's giving us keyboard and controller UI pop-ups, which is great. Okay, spacebar or A to jump, shift to sprint. Okay. You guys ready to take a dive? Whee! All right. Dive is the R3 button. Okay. We're gonna grab some Luma fruit while we're down here. You know we're gonna need it for later. Some seaweed too. watch our breath. Better go up a little bit. Back down we go. I don't need a ton of this, but it's good to get whatever's down here for the moment. I better get up. Honestly, that's probably plenty. Yeah, I've got 19. Can I loot whatever that is? Nope. Alright. We gotta swim through there, but let's go get some fresh air. Yeah, it's a super chill crafting exploring game. The underwater is awesome. The animations are great. The music is phenomenal. Like I said, we had a great time when we played this back in September, and I've just been waiting. Like when they did the patch notes like a week or so ago, I got so excited. I was like, I actually have time to play it this time. I'm not stuck in between like major releases. I can actually sink my teeth in. Because I didn't get too far last time in terms of like the main quest line. RT is unarmed attack. B is dodge. Yep, we also want these mushrooms. And Echo's first step. Here we go. Spirits in danger. Poor little guy, he's hunkered over there. Oh, we got more than one. Better run away, I'm out of energy here. Ah! Return to the spirit to aid it. Hey, little buddy. Right. Knowledge Guide Spirit. Once collected, this new knowledge can be unlocked in the knowledge tree. Thank you very much. Unlock the spirit anchor in the knowledge tree. We can actually do it this way now with the controller. Spirit anchor. A magical entity forged from ancient power, reborn to serve a new purpose. Unlocked by the spirit in the embrace, built from the building menu. We can unlock it. We have 6 points right now. Okay. All right. Oop. Definitely pick up loose stones. Put your hand. Yes, Aya's Mark Volume 1 Awakened. In case we do not return, I have chosen to leave behind what I have learned for whoever you are that finds yourself in this place after us. If you are reading this, then you too must have awakened in this place. I awoke beside my sister in the chamber above. We both can feel there is something here, though we cannot name it. Can you feel it too, I wonder? Something was here, something important. But for now, we move forward. That's all we can do. Grab the loose stones. Mushrooms. What's up, Dark Knight? Certain resources take time to gather. Hold to gather them. I love the way that your tattoos glow. And plus, because you get different tattoos, it's like you can have different patterns which glow differently. It's pretty awesome. Alright. We've gathered that. Those are like static UI elements that are hovering in place. Welcome to the Embrace. The world of Nera is yours to explore. Press M to open your map and track your progress and discoveries. You can open up the map there. It's a pretty big place. We showed this off in the first sessions that we streamed and the playlist that I've already got up and going. There's 3 regions essentially that you can explore in early access. I've seen people say it's between 30 and 50 hours of content, just depending on how deep you go into like the building of structures and stuff. So it's a pretty significant early access going. By the way, if you're interested in the game, I do have an affiliate link down below in the description if in the YouTube section. So, but go to their Steam page, wishlist, check it out. They're very, very active in their Discord, and the development team is constantly doing live streams on Twitch and stuff. So definitely take a peek. All right, we have a path. We need to gather 5 stones, 5 wood, and 5 fibers. Yep, they have a pretty significant roadmap. They've got a lot of stuff ahead of them. So, like I said, they've been very active so far. And I've been very impressed with what I've seen from a small team. Not only just, you know, putting out a pretty solid early access, but like the feedback and implementation of said feedback between the launch version and this quality of life patch is significant. Like, they definitely listened to the community and added a bunch of cool stuff. I need some stones. What is that? Coconut. This should be more than I need, but let's just get excess as we head on back. There's no such thing as gathering too much when you are starting out in a crafting survival game, because you know you're going to need it for everything. It's like, we're going to need to make tools, we're going to need to make armor, we're going to need to make food. God, I gotta say, man, feels good to be back. Like, I really missed the music. The music is really chill in this game. Alright, we actually need to build ourselves a structure. There is something over here. Look upon our fallen form, Echo. Long ago, this arm once shaped mountains. This visions once gazed across our sanctuary, but now we are ancient, stone, silent, and still. Yet when the deep came for us, we did not fade. We forged you. Across this realm you may find more of our kind, titans reduced to monuments, our bodies marking where we fell, but refused to surrender. Though our forms are broken, our will endures within you. You are our song, our story, and our echo. So that's the giant ass statue titan who's like crumpled here with his hand protecting the bay. Such a cool little element. So last time we built a base right here on the beach. We're going to do the same. I'm gonna go ahead and go to build mode. I don't think I can. I think I have to unlock stuff in the knowledge tree right now. Alright, I am going to switch over to mouse and keyboard for a few minutes because this part is still better on mouse and keyboard because they haven't fully finalized tabbing through everything with the controller. So we need to unlock a workbench, a stone axe recipe, a stone pick recipe. Let's start from there. And now we're going to go into build mode. And we want to build a workbench. We're going to put over here, rotate. Okay. Now we're going to use the workbench. We're going to craft a stone. I need more wood. Back to the controller. God, I'll tell you what, guys, the sprint, the toggle to sprint is a huge addition. Because having to hold down the thumbstick before was such a huge pain in the ass. Alright, I actually need some sticks, not fibers. Let's go ahead and go make an axe, because then we can, well, here's a whole bunch of sticks. Yeah, but it's the same thing in Dune Awakening, Jay. A lot of the times I would switch over and use the mouse and keyboard for building because you can fine tune, even though they have, you know, full controller support there. Alright. Craft a stone. Let's try this really quick. Stone axe. See, right now you have to move the cursor over everything. So click that. Yeah, this is easier just to use the mouse. Craft. Alright, I now have 2 tools. One thing I'm going to do really quick. How do I clear? Oh yeah, that's right, I have to move them off the menu, off the bar. Until such time as I get weapons. Here we go. Alright, we need lots of wood, so... It's so dark! Level 3. Try not to spend points unless the path tells me to. Smash boulders. Does this count as a boulder? No. I think these are the boulders. There we go. I am hugely appreciative of a game that gives you XP for harvesting, because it means you can actually level up while you're out, like, gathering, as opposed to only, like, killing mobs or, you know, completing quests. It's like, oh no, you can come out here and, you know, grind harvesting and you will level up. Cassian's Mark Volume 1, First Light. Well, this is something. I have no idea where I am or how I got here. I just woke up in a stone chamber beneath that tower. I can't remember anything from before that. Not my childhood, not where I came from. Nothing. Well, I do know my name. It's Cassian. It's a good name, strong syllables. This place is beautiful. Great sunsets, the flooded islands and colossal stone corpses give it a kind of apocalyptic charm. Everything's worn down like it's been here for centuries, but some of it feels deliberately designed. Maybe these stone giants figures were the builders? I've already started gathering food. There are plants I've never seen, but somehow I know which ones are safe to eat. How? Note to self, ponder this later. But here's the really strange part. I'm not panicking. Shouldn't total amnesia in a ruined world trigger a meltdown? Instead, I feel curious and hungry. Very hungry. Time to eat. So, alone, amnesiac, surrounded by ancient ruins. Could be worse. At least they gave me a loincloth. One slight feedback is every time when I click this, this will be a feedback thing to give to the team. When you're finished reading this and it tells you to push this button to close, it immediately pops up the menu every time. So it's like doing a double input. No, I am completely done with Outer Worlds. We finished our playthrough, I don't know, Friday? Friday? When did we finish our playthrough? Thursday or Friday? Don't remember when. Wrapped at 51 hours for the Outer Worlds 2 playthrough. Alright, I need to cook meals at a campfire and build a bedroom.